9/11.
No, well, I've got a couple options
I'm
here.
listening.
So we could go 9/11. We could talk Joe Lozon. We could
Mhm.
talk Survival Trip. Though I think Joe Lozon should come before Survival Trip because he's probably going on the Survival Trip. So,
Mhm.
or we could talk about this guy who let his dog die because I always like ragging on cops.
I think we should close with a bang, so let's leave 9/11 for last. And then start with either Lozon or whatever else.
You think 9/11's a bang? I mean, not I'm not talking literally, but figuratively speaking.
Wow,
See,
America, that's insensitive.
It's a little more of a boom, but I don't know. We could
I
we
think
can
we
talk
should
about whatever.
close with a smash.
I don't think 9/11 talk's going to be that great. I mean,
No,
I
it
guess we
won't.
could all talk about where we were that day, or we could talk about how it made us feel. But the answer's the same for all of us. We were going about our days. You were in school. I was in school. Woody was at work. I'm almost certain, right?
Yeah.
I was on my way.
Yeah. So like that's what we were doing. I'm sure at first, like everyone, we thought, oh man, a plane crash. We probably didn't know it was an airliner. And then after that, when we finally had a realization, it was shock and fear and confusion.
I was 10 years old, and so my first reaction was, "Fuck yeah, no math today. What's going on?"
Mhm.
And then later it was clarified. And I still didn't really understand it. I was 10,
I was
you know?
15. I was 15 or 16 maybe. I don't know. I was in driver's ed.
Ah,
I so I had like worked from home like the first hour, and then I was driving in for my first meeting, so it was like going on 10. And I knew about it. I knew that a plane had crashed. I might have even known that a second one crashed, but it didn't dawn on me that it was really a big deal. And I was it was a really big meeting. There were like 200 people there. I was just attending, not leading. And they canceled it. They ended it. They're like, you know what? We're not really sure what's happening here. Go back to your cubes, and we'll do this another time. As I get back to my cube, the vibe in the office was unlike any I had seen before. People were panicked. Everyone was huddling around. There wasn't enough bandwidth for like everybody to stream. Like CNN wasn't able to keep up with the traffic, which was like the major thing at the time. And but like it would work on one person's computer, and like 15 people would huddle around it to learn. And my wife was able to watch on TV, and I remember I was rude to her. She's like, the second building just crashed. And mind you, that the plane hit towards the top. I thought maybe the top could fall off at worst, or if it fell, like I don't know. And I'm like, a building just can't disappear. And she's like, no, it's gone. It fell all the way down. There's nothing left. And I'm like, okay, like, how many stories would you say are left? And she's like, left? It's maybe like 2 stories tall now. And then I was like, oh my god, two
Mhm.
for real? Like, I think it was 110, and now it's just a compressed version of that. And I felt almost silly, but I was like, all right, honey, there is a nuclear power plant not too far from like this area, and if that's target, put the kids in the car. Don't worry about anything. Head north, away from it. Pick me up, and we'll just keep going to some safer place. That's our thing.
Go to New
Um,
Jersey. They'll never bother hitting that shithole.
no, they
they
won't.
already hit it. No one can tell.
Is that what that smell is? Is that a biological attack that Al Qaeda launched on New Jersey back in the day? Is
my
that why it smells like a
hometown.
diaper?
God.
Oh.
It's one little spot. It's just not all like that. So, but what got me, the big thing about 9/11 was the next 4 days. The next 4 days, it completely occupied the American mind. I had never been patriotic. I mean, I like my country. I'm proud of it. We're good at certain stuff, like breaking things and being rich. But um, it was just like, yeah, America. One of the cool things about America is that you're not necessarily like, America, fuck yeah. It's like, we're just casual about it. Like that Mad Men scene. You know what I think about you? I feel sorry for you. You know what I think about you? I don't think of you at all. Like, that's America. And suddenly, like all the flags on the cars, all the I'm American, and we're gonna fucking fight back. Like, you can't do this to us. Became injected into my heart, and it also like a sense of wounding. And I didn't know anyone who died, like not a single person. The closest was one of my coworkers' husbands was in there when the plane like hit it, but he got out. So that was like the closest thing.
Yeah.
And for the next, weeks, it seemed like it wasn't okay to smile. It wasn't okay to tell jokes. Even privately talking to friends, I felt that way in my heart. It wasn't like, something that you wouldn't say in public in bad taste. It was just like I don't know what to do with myself. Like I had this sense of sports, which I was following at the time, seemed completely unimportant. It was just like,
the games got weird too.
Yeah, like how could anyone care about football when 9/11 just happened?
Yeah, before and during every game, there was just lots of talk of it.
Yeah, so they were worried every game was a target, and there was also people felt like I did, like every game didn't matter. Football now matters, but at the time it was like, who cares? This is American football I'm talking about. Who cares? 9/11 is what matters. And then the whole country became thirsting for more information about Afghanistan. Afghanistan and Al Qaeda were like new concepts to us. I think I'd heard of it before, but I couldn't find it on a map, and I certainly didn't know about their infighting and this and that. Afghanistan was the country to me that was messing with Russia, so we kind of liked him. That's all I really knew about it. I don't know. That's what 9/11 did to me. I suddenly didn't care about anything.
We were all ready for them to blow some shit up. I remember it had been like a week or two, and we hadn't blown anything up yet, and we were all getting real antsy. We were like, they're going to blow some shit up, right?
Right.
Like this ends with us blowing lots of shit up, right? That's how it ends, right? Then they did blow up a lot of their shit.
I pictured in my head people in helicopters in anti-radiation bunny suits flying over a nuclear blast site, and I was like, does it really turn the sand to glass when we do that? I want to see. I want to turn this place to glass, and
be an improvement.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I can't tell you. Even now they're starting to behead Americans over in, is it Syria? I'm messing it up. But ISIS has beheaded a couple Americans, and it's like, you don't understand. A motivated America will fuck you up. That's probably our number one talent right now.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to get the American populace mad at you, because then our politicians have to follow suit with that because they want to get reelected. And we spend more on defense than the next 6 or 8 countries combined. 8.
Yeah.
The next 8 countries combined, and China's one of those.
Yeah.
Take China and the other 7 biggest military spenders in the world, minus us, and we still spend more than them.
Right. Yeah.
It's just not a good idea to saw American citizens' heads off, because then we start letting our politicians use some of that money on you. And it's not good, because it's like civilization, and whether you like it or not, our military is about 15 turns ahead of yours. I don't care who you are.
I think it's a little misleading, the whole we spend that much more, since I'm sure China doesn't have VA benefits like we do. So really, we're probably spending, I
don't think that money's added in there. That's defense spending, I think.
No, it's definitely included military spending.
That's interesting.
How much they used to maintain,
just
they guaranteed the Chinese or the Indian militaries hiring 15 people for the price of 2 of ours, or something like that. I just don't think it could be that skewed. That seems unrealistic.
Go Trump.
I'm pretty sure.
Are we going to strike down the Emancipation Proclamation?
Oh, yeah. We're getting rid of all of it. It's all liberal bullshit. It's all garbage.
Talk about how he would go with the line, I believe in the founding fathers' vision so much, we're going back to 1777. All right, that's where we are now. We're using those rules.
We fucked up the country. We're restarting it. We're starting again. All the same rules. Let's see how it goes. And then
so now women can't vote.
Number 1, no women can vote. Let's keep that one, folks. Let's keep that one, folks. Shit like that.
Yeah, we should do some camera talk at the end of this episode.
Ah.
Oh, shut up, you Smurf!
Taylor, you gotta fix the light behind you. It completely wrong.
It's because it's the window. I can't turn the window off.
Is it bright out? Is it daylight?
Yeah, he's on the West Coast.
Oh, really?
So I can't get rid of that. I can move my head.
Oh.
Your little contract signed. Yeah, some sort of rape allowance.
Yeah,
you know?
right? If you can't rape your wife, who can you rape? Right?
Yeah. That's what the Old Testament says.
Pre-consensual. Pre-consensual.
Yeah. Pre-consensual.
So
That's awful.
So I need to get allowance on this thing, and then we can just check out how morning dew really works. I'll report back.
You can just wake up like 15 minutes before her every morning. Just go exploring. Very deftly.
Attack.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.